Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and this morning I went out to fly my drone, my Mavic 2 Zoom with my goggles, and I was going to go over to where the barn burnt down. I had a video on that several weeks ago, and so I got quite a ways out actually, and then all of a sudden my signal started dropping out and I was losing connection with the drone. And that surprised me because when I just fly with my tablet and I go over there easily, and I wasn't even there and it started breaking up. So I did get some videos from a distance, but I couldn't keep connection. And I thought to myself, is that because of the goggles? They shouldn't make any difference. They shouldn't interfere at all. And so I just, I started messing around with everything this morning and starting things and trying this and that and the other thing. And then I noticed on my tablet, and I'll put a picture on the side. You'll notice that I'm running in 4K, and I have, if I go to the menu and I go to the connection, I've got for my channels I've got an auto connection, and I can see what things are like, and right now it's on 5 gigahertz and hardly anything bothering. So anyway, everything looks good here, and so I thought, well, what's going on, so I set this up for this video. Everything looked good here. Now pardon me. So the only problem is when I got these goggles and I connected them to the drone, then I ran into problems. Now I'm going to change this over to the other side here, because I'm going, in order to connect the goggles to the drone, I have to do this little linking button here, and I got a good fingernail for that, so I don't have any problem with that. So I'm going to I can't do a screen recording of the goggles, unfortunately. Get this right here. There we go. I'll probably just wear this the rest of the day. Anyway, so I have to link the goggles to the Mavic. So I'm going to go in and do that, and I can't do a screen recording because there's no way to do it with this. And I just have to use the touchpad on the side. So I come up to the tools, go over to settings, come down to linking settings, and then I have to come down and I have to pick the Mavic 2, and then I have to confirm, and then I have to answer another question and confirm, and it's going to give me a minute to connect this up to the rest of the system. So I'm going to click on confirm. Okay, I got 60 seconds, and I go over here and I push this little black button right there, and the red light comes on, and it should be binding up now. If you've ever bound any RC things, that's not a big deal. And it hasn't connected yet, so we'll give it some time. I got 40 seconds left. Did it take? Sometimes it doesn't take. Yeah, it took. Okay, I got a connection, so I go ahead and click on complete, and now I can use the, where's the, oh, I don't have, yeah, my controller's up here somewhere. Okay, so now on the phone, you should be able to see, I'm going to get out of there, and you should be able to see that I'm out of there now, and I can see everything in the goggles that's going on here, okay? So I'm going to take the goggles, well, I just flip them up. Okay, I flip the goggles up. Now I'm going to go back to my, I just put these over here. I'll go back to my tablet, and I'm going to take a look at my settings. Okay, so I'll go into settings, and I'm going to go to my HD again, and now instead of having dual mode up at the top, I have 2.4 gigahertz, and I have auto, and you'll notice that the setting is now on 2.4 instead of 5, and there's no way I can get out of there no matter, well, let me see, let me get this out of the way here. No matter what I do, I can't tap that, I can't get that out of there. So, but it does say Please enter remote control settings menu to link your aircraft to the remote controller again to use 5 gigahertz. Okay, so that's not hard to do. If you've ever worked with RC planes and stuff, that's not hard to do. I'll just go up here to the guy with the 2 little ears, and then come down to the bottom at where it says linking remote controller. So I'll go in there, and so it says to link the remote controller. So I click OK. Now I've got 60 seconds to link the remote controller. Come on. Okay, now I'm linked to the remote controller. All right, things should be good. Now I put on the goggles, pull them down, and where's it at? Okay. And there's nothing on the goggles. I can't control anything. I've lost the connection. In fact, on the goggles it says disconnected. And I can go in and I can go to, oops, I want to go to this, and I can go to custom and get 5G again, no problem. But I can't have 5G and the goggles at the same time. When you bind the goggles to the system, you're locked in on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Now, that was a little bit disappointing to me, because I've been flying over at the park and it didn't lose signal because it was, you know, close by, and I wasn't in a neighborhood full of houses and Wi-Fi's. But I think probably it's a good thing in the long run, because you are supposed to have a spotter when you're flying with these goggles on. And when I was flying over to the where the barn burned down, there was no way a spotter could have helped me. I mean, I was way out of sight. So it's okay. It was a little disappointing to find out that you're limited to the 2.4 gigahertz. But as it turns out right now, as far as I understand, when you use the DJI goggles, your system is limited to 2.4 gigahertz, which is fine close by. It's when you try to get far away that you lose signal. So it's easy to, like if you're going to go out and fly and you want to change back and forth, you just go to the guy with the little ears and click on linking remote controller, remote controller, and now it's linked, so I'm not going to link it. But then when you go to let's see, we got to go back here to cancel. When you want to fly, now it's set up so I can fly long distances, okay? But when I want to fly with my goggles, then it's going to go back. It's going to automatically switch back to doing short distance, and then it also is going to probably try to change the setting from 4K to 1080. This old age is just really slowing me down. So anyway, it's easy. You just go in, you pick the little guy with the in the menu, you pick the little guy with the ears, and you go down to the bottom and you link back and forth. So if I want to go flying with the drone, I go to the guy with the little ears and eyeballs. I go to the bottom, I link the system up again, and everything works. I mean, if I want to fly with the, that's when I want to fly long distance, okay? When I want to fly with my goggles, I do the linking up through the goggles, and everything still works fine. It's just I'm stuck to 2.4 gigahertz, okay? So that's all I got to say. I'll let you go do whatever you were going to do before you spotted this video. Maybe go cruise around on YouTube some more, but I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.